Awesome. If you can hear me, let me know where you are watching from in the chat box. Let me know where you are watching from in the chat box. Let me know where you are watching from in the chat box. Okay. Let me know where you are watching from in the chat box. We are live now. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at technical analysis using price action. And yeah, happy to work with you on this journey. So that a quick disclaimer, leverage trading involves risk, trade responsibly, and regional restriction apply. Do well to check our terms and conditions to get more information about that. Now, this webinar is strictly for educational purpose only and not a financial advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All right? Past performance is not indicative of future results. So here is a quick about me. I have 7 years experience trading in the Forex market and a solid background in finance and quantitative research. Now, here's our agenda for today. We'll be carrying out, we'll discuss the use of top to bottom strategy. We'll also review the EURUSD currency pair. Then we'll review price movement of EURUSD, and we'll also review any currency suggested by the audience, and I would periodically check my chart to answer your questions. So yeah, this session would last for 45 minutes, and you can use the live chat to ask your question during the webinar, and I will periodically check it to answer them all. Now, what does our strategy consist of? So our strategy consists of analyzing historical price movement, utilizing candlestick formation, chart pattern, and market structure. Then, what kind of trader is this suitable for? It is suitable for position trader, intraday trader, and swing trader. Now, when to use this strategy? This strategy can be used during the high liquidity period, also within time frames from the 1 hour time frame to the 1 month time frame. Now, let's have a quick dive into the live market. All right, so here we are in the live market. I think we have 2 trades open from our last week webinar. We have 2 trades open. We have a trade on USDJPY, which is currently in profit. Let's check out USDJPY market. Okay, let's analyze what we looked at in USDJPY market. Now, if you looked at USDJPY market last week when we did our analysis on USDJPY, we actually set a sell stop, okay, and we can see what played out here, that the market from this level, in our previous video, if you go and rewatch the previous video, I mentioned that the market is currently at an all-time high. When you go to the daily time frame, the market was at an all-time high, where I mentioned that if you look at the room to the left, and you see that there are really candles on the room to the left, then that's an opportunity for you to short the market. So here we short the market at this level, and you can see how far the market has gone. This is our target level, all right, but we can see that price came. Let me take this off. All right, so price came. These are our target level here, but price came to this level and has been ranging at this level and currently here. All right, so we are currently in profit on our last week analysis. When we look at GBP AUD, one of the audience mentioned that we should review GBP AUD. So we went through GBP AUD market, and you can see last week what we saw on GBP AUD is also a sell momentum, right? And the first thing we did was to identify levels of support and resistance, after which we saw that the price is currently at a major resistance zone, and you expected a pushback where we expected our price would go as far down to this level, okay. But we can see that currently price is still trading at 2.0. Our target price is still trading at 2.02755. Our target level was 2.00187. all right, so currently we have our 2 trades in profit from last week, so we're just going to close the trade while we retake another trade for the webinar. So I'm just going to close USDJPY. I'm also going to close GBP AUD. Now let's go to EURUSD. All right, now if you are following, let me know in the chat box that you are following. Type it in the chat box and say following. All right, I want to see it in the chat box. Let me know that you are following. Type it in the chat box, following. I want to see that. Type it in the chat box, following. I want to see that. All right, type following in the chat box. Fantastic. Let's keep it coming. So now this is EURUSD. I'm going to go to the daily time frame. So here is the daily time frame. So here is the daily time frame. And what we do is to capture the market structure, understand the market structure, okay, and position ourselves in line with the market structure. All right, so what we're going to do here now is to map out levels of support, okay, and levels of resistance. So let's go. We would say here is a major level of support, okay. Here is a major level of support. Here is another level of support, okay. Here is another level of support. So yeah, so you can see right there then that we have we've identified key levels of support and resistance on the daily time frame. Now let's look inward to the minor support and resistance level. On the daily time frame they are minor, but on the 4 hours time frame they can be a major level to watch. And one of them is this level, okay. This level, it's a major you know, support. It's a major support turned resistance zone. It's a major support turned resistance zone. Now, let me zoom out so you can see. On the other end, we can also use our trend line to identify what direction market is currently at. Okay, so we can see here that market has been in a downward direction. However, you know, there has been a consistent wave-like movement that keeps getting closer to the trend line. As we can see here, price come down, went up, came down, went up, came down, further down here, went up again, came down, and currently here. Now, if you are going to look at this from the higher time frame perspective, you discover that give me a minute. So you will discover that this is like a double bottom. So let me do something real quick. Say this is a double bottom. Just gonna make it white here, and this is a double. Yeah, so this is a double bottom, right? Good. So yeah, good. Okay, good. Now if you can see here, now you can see very clearly that this is a double bottom, right? And with the presence of a double bottom, when a double bottom appears on your chart, okay, the next thing you are doing is to position for a buy, because double bottom are market reversal signals. Okay, double bottom, you know, signals market reversal. Okay, double bottom signals market reversal. All right, so that we are going to, yeah, cool. So now we've identified a double bottom on the daily time frame. What are we going to do? From the daily time frame, we might want to take a buy position. However, let's just have it at the back of our mind that on the daily time frame, we have a bullish outlook. Okay, we have a bullish outlook, so which means we are optimistic that the market will go up. Okay, now let's go to the 4 hours time frame in order for us to have some level of multiple time frame analysis. Good. Now when we come closer to see what market is doing, okay, we can clearly see that, of course, the price has been moving along, you know, this trend line. All right, and currently coming here. So there is a higher chance that price would rally at this level. We might see a bit of rally. might see a bit of rally at this level. Okay, price will rally at this level. The reason why I say price would most likely rally at this level is because when you look at it now, this level is serving a purpose across board. Now this level here was served as a support zone. All right, this level here served as both support and resistance zone. Same here. Now we are expecting that this level will serve as a minor support zone. As a minor support zone, it will definitely, push price up, because at the support zone is where demand is being created. Okay, so buyers are looking to buy at those support zones. So when we target the minor support zone as a zone that we should look to buy, okay, then we can also say if we buy from here, then our target level should not be far-fetched from here. So if we buy at this level, our target level should be 1.18412, okay, and our sell stop, should be around let me do this, around here. Okay, our sell stop should be around here. Now our sell stop should be around 1.5102. Okay, 1.5102. All right, good. So now, because this is what we are now looking forward to, okay, we are going to place a sell from this, a buy, all right, from this level, the current market price. We're going to buy at the current market price, because the current market price is currently seated at the minor support zone, which is the buy zone. All right, so I'm going to buy, and now we've placed our buy successfully. Now the next thing we are thinking about is our risk management. Okay, our risk management. So let's sort out our risk management. Let's sort out our risk management. So for profit, we want to put it here. Take profit. All right, and stop loss. Okay, so now we've said that, so we are willing to risk $16 to gain $48. That's like 2 point something ratio 1. All right, so we're going to confirm changes here. So confirm changes. Now we have our stop loss, we have our stop loss, and we have our take profit on EURUSD. Okay, I want to give you the opportunity, if you have any currency you want us to analyze, drop it in the chat box. I would pick one and then we'll do some analysis on it. If you have any currency you want us to analyze, kindly drop it in the chat box. Okay, I'm waiting. Drop it in the chat box. I'm waiting. Okay, someone said AUDUSD. Any other person? One more person drops and I would pick out of it. Someone has recommended and suggested that we should analyze the gold market. Any other suggestion? I believe what I've explained so far, is clear. Okay? Any other suggestion? Okay. So another person has said we should look at the gold market. So we are going to have a look at the gold market now. Okay, fantastic. So here we are on the gold market. All right, on the gold market, beautiful. Now, when you look at the gold market, you definitely can see that it's been on an uptrend. Like it's been on an uptrend, having fun going up, having interesting time going up. So we're gonna look at it. How do we, as you know, retail traders, can um, take advantage of this market. So we want to look at the market structure. Look at the market structure here. So when you observe this closely, you would see how price gradually rise, gradually keep rising, and then broke out of this level, and then went on a steroid upwards, after which it took a break, came as far down here. Okay, now we've identified another level of support, and then we move closer again. We can see, okay, we can see that we have another level of support here. Now we have two major level of resistance, one up there, another one here. These are now the levels that we should watch. They are the most recent levels, and we need to watch them. We need to pay attention to them. Okay, we need to pay attention to them. So when you look at this now, this is a key level of resistance, a key level of support turned resistance, because this level was the support and right here it acted as a resistance. Now we can see this level as being a support turned resistance likewise, and then this level being a support zone. Okay, now what do I see the gold doing? What I see the gold doing is simple. Okay, it's simple. I see the gold doing this. So let me do, yeah. Yeah, so I see the gold still going up in this circle. So I see gold doing this, yeah, on this daily time frame. Okay, on this daily time frame, you can see how it bounced off after this pullback. Okay, you can see how it bounced off this support zone, this major candle here. Say intense bounce, bounced off this support zone, started creating its bullish momentum. Okay, I'm very optimistic from what I can see that the price would go higher from here. Yeah, the price will go higher from here. Yeah, the price will go higher from here. So now let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. Now, one interesting thing I want you to observe is that when you see that on the bigger time frame, you know, price is already consolidating. Okay, price is already consolidating at this level. So what we expect is not far fetched. What we would see is a breakout of price from this level. Yeah, we would see a breakout of price from this level. See a breakout of price from this level. Okay, good. So now, what position are we going to take before I take any trade? Because I'm already having a bullish outlook on the Euro USD, despite the fact that it's currently consolidating. Okay, however, the momentum is appearing to be bullish. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Good. You can see what I'm saying. We can see the momentum building up, and when you observe closely, you see that the momentum is building up in an ascending direction, which means there are buy momentum coming in, making price to climb a little higher, every hour. All right, so from this level, I'm optimistic that price will go up. Yes, I'm optimistic that price will go up. So what do I want to do? I want to buy. Okay, so I'm going to place a buy order. I've placed a buy order here. Then I want to set take profit and stop loss. We've already chosen our take profit zone as this level, so we do take profit. Yeah, take profit, move take profit here, and we'll do stop loss, and we'll move stop loss here. Gold is a very, very risky market, so you have to be very careful. So I'm going to confirm changes. I've confirmed changes, and here we go. Okay, so now I've set take profit $430, and stop loss is $85. That's like 4 to 5x, 4 to 5 times what I'm willing to risk. So I'm willing to risk 1 ratio compared to 5 ratio of my wins. So I'm willing to win 5 times more than I'm willing to lose. Okay, that puts me on a safer side, because if the market goes against me and my stop loss is triggered, I would not lose as much as I would have win if the market goes in my favor. Is that clear? Also, okay. So any question before I push further? Any question? So is it buy order for gold? So what we did is we placed a buy order. I just placed a buy order, okay, on the current market price. All right, and then I set my take profit and my stop loss. If you can see, my take profit is at 4,371.74, and my stop loss is at 4,113.98. all right, yeah. Yes, any question before we analyze USDJPY suggested by Abbas? Any question? All right, now let's look at USDJPY suggested by Abbas. So let's go to the daily time frame. Now, if you look at the daily time frame here, we can see that, you know, we recently had a new all-time high in the last 1 year and few months, okay, and we have a new all-time high. So here, let's map out the levels of support and resistance. We see level of support here. We can see another level here, another level here, can see another level here, and another level here. Okay, all right, so fantastic. Now we've been able to map our levels of support and resistance. Let's now go for the minor support and resistance level. You know, we have one here, we have another one here. They are minor, you know, support and resistance zones, as you can see. Now, when you look closely, you see that currently USDJPY is at a level it has never been before in the last 12 candles, or let's say, no, not really. Yeah, it has been here. So we can see that when it got to this point where it has never been there in the last 12 candles, it pulled back and created a new support level. Now we would be seeing a swing on USDJPY upwards. This is more like let me look closely. There are two things that are actually, you know, creating a doubt as to where the next market direction is. One, the market is still on a pullback. Two, there is currently a doji. Now doji here might simply mean that market is changing direction. Okay, market is changing direction, and market would most likely then pull back further from this level, okay, down to this next support zone. So I am still very much, you know, bearish on I'm still very much bearish on USDJPY. So why this looks like a bullish momentum that is coming in, it is often, you know, it is from what I can see, it's looking bearish. Okay, it's looking bearish. So what I'm going to do is to set a pending order. Now I'm going to set a pending order here. So this is going to be a sell stop, all right, and I'm going to set my take profit. My take profit will be this level. Okay, I think that's just $10, all right, and my stop loss would be this level. Okay, no, my stop loss cannot be so let me see, we need to check out something. Yeah, my take profit will be here. Okay, my stop loss will be here. Yeah, so this will be my stop loss level and my take profit level. So I'm going to set this, I'm going to place this order. I am not selling at the current market price. I am placing a pending order such that, you know, when the price gets to the level of my pending order, my sell is triggered and I would be in profit as long as market goes, you know, in the sell direction. However, if market does not go and activate my price, my sell order, and it keeps going up, my sell order will not be activated because it is a pending order. It can only be executed when the price, when the the price I set as the price that the seller is willing to sell is the price that the broker would execute the trade. All right, so that is why it would not be triggered if market keeps going up without going to activate my sell stop. All right, I don't know if that is clear. So interestingly today, we've been able to cover the Euro USD market, we've been able to cover the USDJPY market, and we've been able to cover the gold market. Such an interesting experience exploring each of this market. Now, what's most important is that we as traders take into consideration risk management. So if you are a newbie here, just starting out your journey in Forex market, I would recommend that you open a demo account with Octa and start trading with our virtual money. This will help you to better understand the market and also your strategy without risking real capital. You also get to leverage and use the stop loss order. This will always set, you as a trader, you are encouraged to always set a stop loss order to limit your potential losses on every trade. Also, trade with risk to reward ratio. You can see that each of my trade, they are either I'm willing to risk 1 ratio 1 to the gain of 5, or I'm willing to risk ratio 1 to the gain of 2, ratio 1 to the gain of 3, and more. However, what's important is that the amount you are willing to risk, okay, should not be more than the amount you are willing to gain. The amount you are willing to gain should be more than the amount you are willing to risk. Now, risk only a small percentage of your account per trade. So which means limit your risk to 1 to 2% of your trading account per trade to prevent significant losses. Diversify your trades. Avoid putting all your capital into a single trade or currency pair to spread your risk. Avoid over leveraging. Use leverage cautiously, because excess leverage can amplify your loss and wipe off your entire account. Okay? Now, somebody keeps saying, give us the number, give us the number. I actually don't know what number you're talking about, but you can always go over the video to watch the video, okay, and get to understand, how I made the decision, where I picked the trade, and all. Thank you. 7, stick to your trading plan. It's important that you stick to your trading plan. So which means as a trader, you need to have your plan. What would you like to see in the market before you execute a buy? What would you like to see in the market before you execute a sell? These are very, very important. Okay? Good. Now, keep up with the market news. Stay informed about economic activities, economic news, economic events that can impact the forex market, because you need to stay in the know. You need to be aware when there is a significant news that can turn the market around. Okay? Also, avoid over trading. Don't trade frequently after either a continuous win or a continuous loss. There is always this emotion that you want to take a trade, when it looks like you are consistently winning. Okay? When it looks like you are consistently winning, you want to keep taking a trade. Well, when it looks like you are consistently losing as well, you also want to take a trade, because you at the back of your mind, you want to beat the market. You cannot beat the market, and you cannot win so much from the market. If not, all the gains you've made will be wiped out by your greed, and also all your losses would heap up and your account will also be wiped out. It's important that you review your strategy and adjust your strategy regularly. Now, one important thing you need to know is that the Octa trading app is live and available on our Google Play Store. Okay? The Octa offers a wide range of trading instruments with low spread, fast execution, zero commission, and it also has various educational resources, 24/7 customer support, and a strong commitment to fund and data security. Okay, now it's important that you double your deposit. Here is a promo code that I'm going to give you, and it's going to help you to double your deposit. Okay, so take advantage of the promo code in 5 steps. Number 1, open the Octa trading app or visit our official website. Go to your profile, find your promo code section in the menu, enter the promo code and press activate. Make a deposit and enjoy your bonus. Don't forget, the promo code is Tunmise 100, TUNMISE, then 100. Okay, this would give you the opportunity such that when you make a deposit of $2,000, you get to have $4,000 in your account, so you get to get a double of whatever you deposit. This is a huge opportunity and you don't want to miss it. Now, for those who are just joining us, it's important that you give us valuable feedbacks based on what you think we can improve in our webinar. All right, please take a moment to fill out our survey. We have the QR code on the screen. You can take the camera of your phone to scan the QR code and go to this form, fill this form and give us a feedback. This feedback is essential for us to improve our future webinar. Interestingly, this survey only takes 1 minute of your time, and as our valuable customers and users, we believe that 1 minute is enough for you to give us the essential feedbacks we need to improve our future webinar. Please don't forget, you have to do something for me right now. Tap on the subscription button and also smash the notification bell. Why? So that you can be the first to be notified whenever we are having our next webinar. Also, you can also get an email notification, a YouTube notification whenever a new webinar or a webinar is going live on our platform. You don't want to miss the valuable information and opportunities and education that we bring your way. So tap on the subscribe button and also smash on the notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you in our next webinar. Bye guys, and have a great time.